What's going on, guys? GM Bush back with another video, and today I've got what I would consider to be the most important video that you can see prior to Madden 22's launch night. Whether you're a no money spent player, an all money spent player, you got the Dynasty Edition, MVP Edition, or the Standard Edition, whatever situation you might be part of, this is so important. This is going to help you raise that bank account, get those coins. You're going to see yourself making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of coins from this method. It's been a proven method that works year in and year out, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys because it's going to help everyone make those coins and really be able to get a stacked team really early on in the Madden 22 season. Just before we get into it, if you guys could leave a like, subscribe to the channel. These methods, things like this will be continuously something I try to make. I want to help everyone in this community get a team going and be able to raise the amount of coins they got and have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of coins, and get to that 99 overall team, especially as a no money spent player. So let's get into it. So when Madden drops, standard edition, again, whatever edition it may be, the night it officially drops, not the EA trial, but when the game officially drops, everyone's going to be given their packs. Now, I know on Xbox some players have always already been given their pre-order packs, but that doesn't affect this because it wasn't enough, and there's still going to be a surplus amount of packs being pushed into the market, into players' binders, and this method will still work. So, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Monday at midnight, going into Tuesday or Tuesday afternoon, you boot up Madden. And you've got 20 packs sitting in your account because you got the Dynasty Edition. So you rip those packs and you pull 80s, 81s, 82s. Maybe you get lucky, pull an 87, 88, right? Something of that nature. Everyone's mind is going to say, I need to sell this 87, 88, get some coins early, and build a team. I don't want to have 88 Travis Kelce with all silvers around him, right? So people are going to sell them to try and get coins so they can get more of an average built team. Instead of having 188 and then all 70s or 68s or something, they want to have all 80s across the team, right? So they're going to go to the market and they're just going to sell Travis Kelce for whatever he's going for. 99% of players are going to do this. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a massive surplus of every 88, 87, 86, whatever overall card in the game. There's going to be this massive surplus because there's going to be so many packs that are just pushed into the market all at once. Everyone's going to be ripping, and it's just going to create this overabundance of cards. So when that happens, typically when a lot of cards get pushed, think about if there's a mistake on EA's part, and every time you rip a pack, you rip packs because there's a card that they say is in packs, but it ends up not being in it. So they push out rewards, or make rights I should call them, and everyone gets double the packs they opened. What ends up happening is the market kind of goes down a little bit because these packs are being spam opened and everything's doubling up, and now there's such a surplus of cards on the market. Same thing happens on launch night, and what ends up happening is the market just completely goes down, cards drop in price, and some of the highest overall cards in the game go for way cheaper than in theory they should, right? So Travis Kelce, who's an 88, he might be worth 90K, he might be worth 120. We don't really know at this point. We don't know where the market's going to balance out. But what we do know is that he's not worth 50K, right? Because he's the highest overall card in the game. And if he's worth 50K, then that would really create an offset balance in the market. You'd have 86s going for 30K, 84s going for like 24, 20, 18, 15, and then you get to like the 80 overalls and they'd be like 5K, and it wouldn't make sense. So what that means is these cards are going to go for a lot cheaper than they should. At the same time, almost everyone, there are some people who are way ahead on the EA trial, but at the same time, everyone is really lacking in the coin department. I don't have the coins to go buy 88 Travis Kelce. Let's say he drops to 50K. Now I do. Now I can afford him. That's going to be the situation most people are put in. And what that means is with not a lot of coins like floating, I guess, throughout the market, not a lot of people have coins. And then because of that, there's not a lot of coins, out there, and there's a huge surplus of cards. Card prices are going to really drop down. They're going to just plummet. And that's when you're going to step in and you're going to buy up these cards if you got the coins. What ends up happening is, if you think about it, prices are going to be at a bare minimum, like some of the lowest they'll be for the next month. So if Travis Kelce goes down to I'm just going to say hypothetically here, he goes down to 50K. Now, I don't know what he's going to go down to. Maybe he goes to only 60. Maybe he only goes to 70. If you buy that card up, eventually that surplus, the people who want Travis Kelce are going to get Travis Kelce, who have the coins. And then the surplus is slowly going to start going down, and there's going to be less and less Travis Kelce's on the auction house. If you look right now, he's one of the more popular 88s, but there's, maybe 20 of them, right? There's going to be more than 20 people who want to buy Travis Kelce. So when the surplus hits, all the Travis Kelce's will get bought up, or a lot of them will slowly get bought up, is what I'm meaning to say. And then eventually, people are going to start getting coins. And then a week from launch, a lot more people are going to have hundreds, thousands, if not millions of coins, and there's going to be less Travis Kelce's, and his value will go up. It happens year in and year out with Madden. Now, it's not only Travis Kelce that this happens with. This happens with every high overall elite. I would say 86s, 87s, 88s, maybe even 85s, but I would play with the 86s and ups. So what this means is if on launch night, on Tuesday, when the game drops and you go to rip your packs or whatever, if you've got 60, 70, 80, 100K, maybe more, invest in some of these high overall elites. If you think of it like a graph, come launch night, these cards are going to be at like the lowest they'll be for weeks. Then, over the next couple of days, they're going to rise up. They're going to go up in price. So again, let's use Kelce as an example. Maybe he starts at 70. Over the next day or 2, 3 days, he's going to maybe get to 75 or 80. Then the game is going to have the official standard edition launch on that Friday, and he's going to come back down again a little bit, more than likely. He might not even go up and then down. He might just stay flat for the week and stay at that 70K price tag. But then once all those packs have been opened, everyone's got their hands on the game. There's a ton of coins in the Madden economy, we'll call it. His price will rise, and you'll see him go from 70 to 80, maybe 80 to 100. He might hit 120. I don't know what he's going to even out at, but he's going to go up a lot over the following week or two. It happens year in and year out in Madden. Specifically, I remember last year Aaron Donald. I saw him for like a really nice price. If I remember correctly, maybe he was like 130K, 150K. I don't quite remember. The thing I remember in my head is I saw Aaron Donald and I said, I want to buy Aaron Donald. I might get him. I said, nah, he'll go down over the next week or so. He'll go down over the next 2 weeks because at the time I didn't really recognize the market's ways of moving. So in a week or two, I've built up enough coins to buy him twice, if I wanted to. And I go to the auction house. And he went from, again, we're using hypotheticals. I don't remember the number. Maybe he's 150. And then he's 300K. And I'm like, I'm not spending 300K on a card that was 150 a week ago. And I didn't buy him. And, the thing is at that time, I was like, I should have bought him because I could have just flipped him, doubled what I put in. And that's the thing that's really important with this concept and with this investment idea is if you invest in these high overall elites on launch week, especially the days that the game launches, they will go up in price over the next week or two. So that's really the gist of it. The only other thing I'll say is don't be afraid to go to 86s and 87s. You don't have to do the big cards and the 88s. The biggest thing is all high overall cards will go up in price. However, the other thing that makes cards go up in price is how good they are in Madden. For example, Tom Brady is known to be a card that a lot of people don't like in Madden because he doesn't have speed. His price might not jump up as much because he's Tom Brady. People don't love using him as much. However, a card like Julio Jones, people love using in Madden. His value might jump up more than Brady's, right? He might jump up 30K, 40K, 50K in value. Brady might only go up 30, right? And then the other thing is, so how they play in Madden, their overalls, and then the last thing is just name recognition, right, and position. People love Justin Tucker. He's going to be the best kicker in the game for a while, I suspect. But the thing is like, on launch night, if you've got 500K, you don't want to go spend 60, 70, 80, 100K. Even in the following weeks, you don't want to spend 150K on a kicker. Now, he will go up. It's not a question of if he'll go up, it's more of a question of how much, and it's likely to be less than the bigger names. I would expect cards like Julio Jones maybe to double. I mean, that might be a big jump or a big stretch for me to say, but I would expect him to go up a lot. I would expect a card like George Kittle to go up a ton. I think he's actually one of the best cards you could go in after that's not an 88 because of the fact that he also has the Season Master, so people are going to want him for the power-up. But a guy like and TJ Watt's another one that I could see going up a lot. Tyrann Mathieu maybe. But guys like Justin Tucker, offensive linemen, they might go up. But Justin Tucker, Jason Sanders, Tom Brady, you might not see them go up as much. And that's the biggest thing I want to stress is as much. It's not a question of if they'll go up. It's more just how much will they actually go up. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Launch night, invest in these cards. I promise you it will be worth the coins. You might be down, maybe you spend 200K on investments if you got that much from the trial. That means maybe you're down 200K going into the week. You thought you would be at 250K and instead you're at 50K because you spent 200 in investments. But in a week or two, that 200K will turn itself into 400, 450K, maybe only 350. You never know what it will turn itself into. But coins in your binder and your inventory, you make coins. To make coins, you got to use coins, right? Coins make themselves. They don't do that by just sitting and multiplying in your like in your binder. You have to invest. You have to buy at the right time. And launch night is one of the best times to buy. And this can go with anything. You'll see low elites going for dirt cheap probably, and they'll probably go up too. But the big money makers are the higher overall cards. Well, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you out. Let me know who you're going to invest in on. Leave a like if you could. Again, hit the subscribe button. I'm really excited to start this year off right with you guys. Have some really good no money spent videos, really good no money spent team, and maybe together we can grow up a team that's really, really competitive for no money spent. Anyways, that'll do it for me, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.